All right, so get this, listeners. We're diving deep into a world where, well, the detective you always rely on vanishes.
Vanishes.
Gone. Poof.
Intriguing.
And this is all happening in James Patterson's upcoming thriller, Holmes Is Missing. It's hitting shelves January 2nd, 2025. You guys ready to unpack
Oh,
this?
well, absolutely. This isn't just your run-of-the-mill mystery.
Right.
This is Holmes, Marple and Poe investigations, that renowned agency.
Yeah.
They are facing a full-blown crisis
Oh, boy.
while they're smack dab in the middle of a high-stakes case.
No. Talk about bad timing.
Right. So we're talking missing newborns.
Oh, geez.
The pressure is on, the clock is ticking.
Yeah.
And then poof, their lead detective, Brendan Holmes, disappears.
So were we talking like a sequel here?
Yeah, this is a sequel. Fans of the series already know these characters. They're familiar faces.
Yeah, okay, so for our listeners who maybe haven't met these guys yet, give us a quick recap. Who are these characters with, like the famous names?
All right, so we've got Holmes. He's supposed to be the brain of the operation.
Right.
But, well, like we said, he's gone. Vanished.
Poof.
Exactly. And that leaves us with Margaret Marple. She's known as the eyes of the agency.
The eyes, huh?
Yeah. Famous for her sharp observations, doesn't miss a thing. And then there's August Poe.
The Gust Poe. I feel like I should know this.
He's the muscle.
Oh.
Let's just say he handles the persuasive side of things.
Okay, persuasive side.
And each of these characters, they've got a mysterious past.
Ooh. Okay, so, all right, listeners, picture this, right? You're working a case, you're with your partner, the one you rely on, the one who, always figures it out, and suddenly they're gone.
Just like that.
How do you even begin to solve anything, let alone a case as intense as missing babies?
Well, that's where the whole idea of trust and resilience comes into play. This disappearance, it really throws Marple and Poe for a loop. They're forced to adapt. They have to rely on each other in ways they never have before. It's uncharted territory for them. They got to step outside those comfort zones,
Right.
fill the void left by Holmes.
Man, that's got to be tough.
It is.
And from what I've read, this case, it doesn't just stay put in New York City.
Oh, no.
It takes them all the way to London, across the pond.
Wow.
Talk about a pressure cooker.
You've got a new city, you've got a missing partner,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you've got this ticking clock with those newborns.
It's like every detective's worst nightmare, right?
Pretty much.
But here's the thing, and this is what I find fascinating. This whole situation, it might actually push Marple and Poe to grow.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What do you think?
I think you're right. We've got Marple. She's all about observation.
Yeah, the eyes.
Exactly. She might have to become more decisive, take charge. And then you've got Poe. He's used to being the enforcer.
Right, the muscle.
Yeah. He might need to, tap into a different skill set.
Yeah.
Maybe some strategic thinking.
Right, so they both got to step up.
Exactly.
That's interesting. And, USA Today, they called James Patterson the king of all. Wait for it. Cold-blooded killers and smart detectives.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that.
So knowing his style, there have got to be some serious twists coming our way in this book, right? What are you thinking?
Oh, absolutely. And we can't forget about the title itself, right? Holmes is missing.
Right.
Seems pretty straightforward, but is it?
Good point.
Is he literally missing?
Yeah.
Or could this be like a carefully orchestrated disappearance?
Oh.
That ambiguity, that just adds a whole other layer of intrigue to this whole thing.
Whoa. Okay. Hold on. If Holmes is the one playing games here, if he's the mastermind, that flips everything we think we know about this agency. Right?
It does.
It's like, who can you really trust if Holmes is the one pulling the strings from the shadows?
Exactly. It makes you question every single thing. And Patterson, he's probably planted all these clues throughout the stories. He's going to lead us down one path, but the real answer, it's hidden in plain sight.
Oh man, this is going to be a good one. So listeners, January 2nd, 2025. Mark it down. Add it to your calendars.
Definitely.
But, you've really got me thinking now. What if uncovering the truth about Holmes, what if finding out what really happened to him, what if that changes the whole dynamic of the agency?
I know, right?
Could this be the end of Holmes, Marple, and Poe as we know it?
That's a good question. We'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see.